Next question. Consider the following statements. Two statements are given. First statement is that atmosphere is heated more by incoming solar radiation than by terrestrial radiation. This statement is wrong. Now see, this is our geography part 1 book for IAS Prelims 2024 by bestcurrentaffairs.com on page number 102. Here it is mentioned terrestrial radiation, that radiant solar energy reaches the earth's surface in the form of a short electromagnetic waves but is radiated in the form of long waves. And here it is mentioned that atmosphere receives larger parts of its energy supply from the earth and not directly from the sun. Therefore, this statement that atmosphere is heated more by incoming solar radiation, this statement is wrong. Therefore, D is the answer and this question is solved. Next question. Which of the following statements about the isothermal maps in the month of January are correct? First statement is that isotherms deviate to north over the ocean and to the south over the continent. This statement is correct. Now see, this is our geography part 1 book for IAS Prelims 2024 on page number 102. Here it is mentioned that between January and July in all the isotherms in the northern hemisphere moved northwards, and here it is mentioned that the isotherms bent poleward over the ocean but equatorward over the continent in January. So this fact is mentioned here. Therefore, statement first is correct. Second statement is that the presence of cold ocean currents such as Gulf Stream, North Atlantic Drift make the North Atlantic Ocean colder. This statement is wrong because these are warm currents, not the cold ocean currents. Now see this statement in our geography part 2 book. This is our geography part 2 book for IAS Prelims 2024 on page number 79. Here it is mentioned Northeast Atlantic region. Here the warm waters of the North Atlantic Drift keeps the coast open throughout the year. So North Atlantic Drift, it is a warm current, not the cold current as mentioned in the statement. North Atlantic Drift, it is a warm current, not the cold. Therefore, statement 2 is wrong. Only 1 is correct. Therefore, A is the answer and this question is solved. Question. Consider the following countries. Names of 4 countries are given and the question is that how many of these above countries have a border with the North Sea? And the correct answer is only Germany and Norway. Finland and Russia is wrong. Now see, this is our maps booklet we have given to all the students on page number 66. This maps booklet, you can see here that it is a North Sea. It shares border with this Germany. It is the Germany country. It shares border with North Sea and Norway. Here it is a Norway. Russia and Finland is not there. Therefore, Germany and Norway is correct. So only 2, B is the answer and this question is solved with the help of our maps booklet. Next question. With reference to water vapor, which of the following statements are correct? And the first statement is that water vapor is a gas, the amount of which decreases with altitude. The statement is correct. Now see, this is our environment part 1 book volume 1 for IAS Prelims 2024 on page number 71. Here it is mentioned water vapor, that water vapor is the most potent greenhouse gas. So the fact that it is a gas, it is correct, and the amount of water vapor decreases with altitude. This statement is also correct. Here it is mentioned that increased evaporation leads to greater concentration of water vapor in the lower atmosphere of the earth. So when you go high, its concentration decreases. So maximum, the greater concentration of water vapor is in the lower atmosphere, capable of absorbing long wave radiation and emitting it downwards. So therefore, the first statement that it is a gas, the amount of which decreases with altitude, this statement is correct. Now take the second statement that its percentage is maximum at the poles. This statement is wrong because poles throughout the year they are covered with the snow, and these wrong statements are not given in any books. So therefore, statement 2 is wrong. Only 1 is correct. Therefore, A is the answer, and this question is solved. Next question. Consider the following description. What is this type of climate? And the correct answer is equatorial climate. Now see, this is our geography part 1 book for IAS Prelims 2024 on page number 120. Here it is mentioned equatorial type of climate. Now take the first fact that annual range of temperature is low. Annual range of temperature is less than 5 degrees centigrade. Daily range of temperature is low. Daily range of temperature is less than 10 degrees centigrade. Precipitation occurs throughout the year. Rainfall convectional throughout the year. No dry season. Precipitation varies between 50 cm to 250 cm. Annual rainfall between 150 to 200 cm. Therefore, it is equatorial type of climate. Therefore, A is the answer, and this question is solved. Next question. Consider the following statements, and the first statement is that Indian flying fox is placed under the vermin category in the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. This fact is correct. Now see, this is our environment booklet, volume 2 for ICE Prelims 2024 on page number 74. Here it is mentioned. On page number 71 we have given the full list of species under the Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972, and on the page number 74, this is page number 74, here it is mentioned that Indian flying fox, it is placed under the schedule 4 of the Wildlife Protection Act. Therefore, statement first that Indian flying fox is placed under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, this statement is correct. Now take the second statement that Indian flying fox feeds on the bloods of other animals. This statement is wrong. Now see, this is our science book, Science and Technology book for ICE Prelims 2024 on page number 115. On this page we have given the full categories of the animals. Depending upon the food, animals, they are divided into herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous, etc. And here it is mentioned that sanguivorous animals, that is taking the meal of blood, and these are leech and female mosquito. Indian flying fox is not mentioned here. Those animals, those who are taking meal of the blood. So Indian flying fox is not mentioned in the list. Therefore, the statement 2 is wrong. Only statement 1 is correct. Therefore, C is the answer, and this question is solved. Next question. Consider the following airports. In the recent past, which of the above have been constructed as a greenfield projects? Now take the first one, Dhoni Polo Airport. It is correct. Now see, this is our November 2022 current affairs book on page number 99 and page number 100. Here there was a news, Dhoni Polo Airport. PM Modi inaugurated Dhoni Polo Airport, Itanagar. And on the page number 100 it is mentioned the airport which is the first greenfield airport in the Arunachal Pradesh. So it is correct. Dhoni Polo Airport is correct. Now take the second one, Kushinagar International Airport. It is also correct. Now see, this is our August 2023 current affairs book on page number 8. There was a news, 21 new greenfield airports in the country. Government of India has accorded in principle approval for setting up of 21 new greenfield airport projects, and Kushinagar is mentioned here. Kushinagar is correct. So 1 and 2 is correct. Vijayawada is not mentioned here in this list. So therefore only 1 and 2 is correct. 1 and 2 only. Therefore A is the answer, and this question is solved. Next question. With reference to the perfluoroalkyl and polyfluoroalkyl substances that are used in making many consumer products, consider the following statements. 3 statements are given. First is that PFAS, that is polyfluoroalkyl substances, that they are found to be widespread in drinking water, food and food packaging materials. Now see, this is our August 2022 current affairs book on page number 86. There was a news, material to clean chemicals, a novel bioremediation technology for cleaning and polyfluoroalkyl substances has been developed. And on the page number 87, here it is mentioned that PFAS, they are used in many applications such as food wrappers and packaging. Therefore, statement first, that they are used to be widespread in drinking water, food and food packaging material, this statement is correct. Now take the second statement, that PFAS, they are not easily degraded in the environment, this statement is also correct. In the same news, here it is mentioned PFAS do not degrade easily in the environment and are toxic even at trace level concentrations. Therefore, statement 2 is also correct. Now take the third statement, that persistent exposure to PFAS can lead to bioaccumulation in animal bodies. This statement is also correct. Here it is mentioned that they do not degrade easily, and health effects of PFAS, they include reproductive effects such as decreased fertility, cancer, prostate, kidney problem, reduced ability of body's immune system, infections, increased cholesterol. So all these health effects, they are caused due to the bioaccumulation in the bodies, whether of humans or of animals. So this third statement is also correct. 1, 2, 3, all these three statements are correct. Therefore, D is the answer and this question is solved. Next question, who was the provisional president, that is temporary president of the Constituent Assembly before Dr. Rajendra Prasad took over? And the correct answer is D, that is Dr. Sachidanand Sinha. Now see, this is our Indian Polity book, volume 1, page number 12, and on this chapter about the Constituent Assembly, here it is mentioned that the inaugural session began with the introduction of Dr. Sachidanand Sinha, the temporary chairman of the assembly. This fact is clearly mentioned here, Dr. Sachidanand Sinha, the temporary chairman of the assembly. Therefore, D is the answer and this question is solved. Next question, which of the following are matched in terms of equivalent rank in the three services of Indian Defence Forces? Now this table is clearly given in our Indian Yearbook Synopsis 2024 on page number 32. Here it is given. Now check the facts. First is that Brigadier Air Commodore Commander. Now check, Brigadier Air Commodore, it is not Commander, it is Commodore. So therefore first one is wrong. Now check the second one, Major General, Air Vice Marshal and Vice Admiral. Major General, Air Vice Marshal and Rear Admiral. It is not Vice. Therefore second is also wrong. Now check the third one, Major, Squadron Leader and Lieutenant Commander. Major, Squadron Leader and Lieutenant Commander. Third one is correct. Now check the fourth one, Lieutenant Colonel, Group Captain and Captain. Lieutenant Colonel, it is Wing Commander and Commander. So therefore this fourth one is also wrong, Lieutenant, Group Captain and Captain. So only 3 is correct. Now check the options. B, only 3 is correct. Therefore D is the answer and this question is solved with the help of our India Yearbook Synopsis 2024.